Took the supermarket flowers from the windowsill. I threw the day-old tea from the cup. Packed up the photo album Matthew had made. Memories of a life that's been loved.
If you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you will know that we are a huge fan. We are huge fans of Cormac THOMPSON from the UK. I discovered Cormac when he was still had an unchanged voice, a treble voice, and it was a treble soprano, beautiful voice soprano, and really developed a relationship. It feels like I've developed a relationship with him ever since. I also did a video where I compared his voice before and after, sort of during the voice change. Beautiful, beautiful singer with a beautiful heart, which comes through in everything he does. And now, in his changed voice, he's probably almost 16 years old now. He sings Ed Sheeran. Yes! I love him so much. Full voice, again connected, but much more breath flowing.
You don't want a mic stand just hanging around.
Keep me where the light is.
Yeah. Welcome to the channel, guys. Johan Bessie here from Johannesburg, South Africa. And thank you so much for clicking on the video. You're probably a fan of Cormac THOMPSON, or maybe you're a fan of the channel and you've never heard of Cormac THOMPSON. So yay, that I'm gonna be so happy to introduce you to him. Yeah, so Cormac now is navigating his new voice, his changed voice. You know that during adolescence, in males and females, the vocal folds grow a lot in a short period of time. But in males, it grows much more than in females. So male vocal folds can go from 6-8 millimeters pre-adolescent to up to 22-25 millimeters, depending on how deep a voice a man ends up with. So that's a lot of growth, and that's why men's larynx, voice box, which is not really a box, but that's why a men's larynx protrudes, because it has to get bigger to house those longer vocal folds. Yeah, so he now has a changed voice and he's navigating it. He's learning how to build up the new muscle, because it's a longer muscle, like I said now, and how to keep it healthy during the transition period. And like I've said in my other analysis videos of him, I'm sure that he's surrounded by people who are very knowledgeable and people who really, really do care about him as a person, about his heart, and about his longevity, because technically he sings so well. There's nothing in his singing that I've ever heard that I went, that concerns me. And you might think, duh, but let me tell you, in most singers, not just amateur singers, even professional singers, and definitely in most teenagers, there are things that are concerning about the way they produce the sound. But in his case, beautiful sound. So, another Ed Sheeran song. Now, I discovered this morning, I've heard the song before a long time ago, that this song, Supermarket Flowers, Ed Sheeran wrote when his grandma passed away. And it seems like he was very close to her. And the hospital that she actually was in for the last part of her life and that she actually passed away in was very close to the studio where he was recording his album in 2017. So the song was released in 2017, and beautiful, emotional song, which is something Cormac loves to do because he's naturally good at it. He's naturally good at connecting to the deep emotion. So let's keep going. That was the first verse. Every word so clear, which is good technique, and just a beautiful tone in the voice. And he's choosing the right keys all the time. This is an E major, which is a great key for him to choose for now, until he can build the muscle after it's now finished growing, once it's finished growing, and then he can learn to power out more of the highs again, the high Fs and Gs and As and whatever. But he's choosing, him and his team, they're choosing the beautiful most sensible keys for him to sing the songs in, and he sings it so beautifully and so well. Let's keep going.
Check the get well soon cards and stuffed animals, and poured the old ginger beer down the sink. Dad always told me, don't you cry when you're down, but Mum, there's a tear every time that I blink. Oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing me up, but I know a heart that's broke is a heart that's been loved. So I'll sing hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mom. When I fell down, you'd be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go. When God takes you back, we'll say hallelujah, you're home.
So beautifully written, don't you think? You're an angel in the shape of my mum. The first time I heard the song, I thought it was about the songwriter's mother, about Ed Sheeran's mother, but then he explained it was about his nan, his grandma. But such beautiful lyrics. Ed Sheeran, in my opinion, is a fantastic songwriter. Beautiful, beautiful songwriter. And Cormac, I tried to search, tried to get more backstory. He made some shorts about the journey of recording the song and making the music video, but I couldn't find anywhere where he said that he recently lost a grandmother. Certainly not his mother, I'm pretty sure. She's also still there. So I think it's not a question of he can relate fully with what the song's about, but he's definitely mature enough to understand the context of the song so that he can relate to the story. But so beautifully sung, don't you think? Just so easy. When a singer sings and it feels easy to us, the listener, then you know they are singing very, very well.
Fluff the pillows, made the bed, stacked the chairs up, folded your nightgowns neatly in a case. John says he drive, then put his hand on my cheek and wiped a tear from the side of my face.
Wow. Tear from the side of my face. Side. He made a little vibrato there, even though he pulled back the breath so it went a bit softer. That is very skillful. Even though he does not yet have his finally fully grown voice. So can you hear every sound? Fluff the pillows, fluff the pillows. There's so much happening with your tongue and your teeth and your lips. in fluff the pillows, like 3 short words. But there's nothing you can't hear exactly. The first time you listen to him sing a song, interpret a song, you can hear every word. And that to me is a big deal. One of the first things that I noted when I first discovered Cormac singing Empty Chairs at Empty Tables, you must go and check that out. It is a profoundly beautiful version of that song. Oops. But one of the first things I noted and really hammered on in that video is how the ends of his phrases, so the last sound of the last word in a phrase, were so beautifully audible because it is energized by breath. That's what makes it audible. Fluff. If you say the face, if you make sure this still has energy, still has breath, then that's when people can hear every word. And that clearly has been the technique that he's been trained in since a young age. So beautiful.
I hope that I see the world as you did, 'cause I know a life with love is a life that's been lived. So I'll sing hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mom. When I fell down, you'd be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go. When God takes you back, we'll say hallelujah, you're home.
Sounds like a soprano saxophone or something. Before we see the last bit, what I've also noticed when I listened to this track this morning for the first time is the production of the track. I noticed it because I think it is well done, and I think it is, in a sense, a step up from previous songs that they produced with Cormac. And I don't mean that negatively. I just mean often in a young singer's journey, you can hear how the production quality increased over time, which it should, right? Because if it's a new journey to everyone, then in the beginning we just do maybe piano, you know. Next time we add something. So this track has exactly, I think, what it needs. Lots of background vocals. Did you hear that? Beautifully put in strategic places. And now in this instrumental, there's a whole layer, a whole bunch of layers of vocals, which is just beautiful with, I think, the tenor sax. Or it could be a cor anglais, English horn, I don't know. But yeah, I just think the track is beautifully produced, sensitively done. It sounds like real instruments. I think the mix is really good. I'm not a producer, but I've learned a little bit about how to build a track, and yeah, I think they've done it really beautifully. So let's finish it.
Hallelujah, you were an angel in the shape of my mom. You got to see the person I have become. Spread your wings, and I know when God took you back, He said, hallelujah, you're home. Hallelujah, you're home.
Nice. Hallelujah, you're home. He often sings longer phrases in one breath than you might think that he will do, which again is a sign of technique. If you have a really good vocal technique, then you use your breath well, which means you can get further with the same amount of breath than some other singer might. And it's always flowing so beautifully. The flow of the breath brings energy to the sound. I always say to my singers, air is energy. Breath is the energy in the sound. That's why to inhale properly is very important as a human being, by the way, but especially as a singer. Inhaling properly, if you have a full capacity, or if you have enough capacity for what you're going to sing. If you're only going to sing hallelujah and then take a breath, you don't need a full lung capacity of breath, right? But anyway, yeah, he breathes well because it flows always, and it flows through every sound, consonants and vowels, in all his phrases. And I just think it is a beautiful job. So please go and check the link out below. I'll put a link to Cormac's YouTube channel. Please go and support him. He's working very hard, him and the people around him, to build something independently, right? As far as I know, it's not signed to a label. I don't think so. Maybe he is. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think so. But they're trying to do something beautiful, something wholesome is the word I'm looking for. He's a wholesome young man. It's very clear for me. And I wish him all the very best. Thank you for spending the time with me. I really appreciate it. And until next time, I want you to remember that your voice matters.